everybody. Welcome to Restless Barbarian Gaming. And tonight we are trying a new game. This one has been in the works for a while. It is Realms of Pugmire. It's a game that I got to be a playtester for. Really enjoyed it and just put it in our endless schedule of things to try. And we've finally gotten around to it here in December. So it is a game published by Onyx Publishing. And I want to just give you guys a little bit of information about the game kind of before we jump in. The setting might be a little different than some folks are used to. And so I'm just going to read you a little bit of information from the game. Realms of Pugmire is a game set in a world of dog people, but the fact they are dogs only gives context to the fact they are people. They struggle to be moral and true while adrift in a dangerous world they inherited. Many dogs use a code of morality, the code of man, to guide them. And the first tenet of the code is be a good dog. However, this isn't a world of regimented good versus evil, one more of a fluid good versus bad. Any bad dog can eventually be a good dog, and any good dog can make a mistake and end up as a bad dog. But what makes a good dog or a bad dog is subjective, and a lot of conflict comes from the balance between morality and culture. Okay, so I have 4 players here tonight. I'm going to have them just kind of briefly introduce themselves, and then we are going to actually jump into the game. So I'm going to just go with the person to my, I guess they're my screen left. I'm going to go with Marissa.
Hi, I'm playing Lilibet. She's a Cavalier King Charles Spaniel, and she's she's kind of super sweet and pretty naive. But at the same time, she's quite funky and has her little cutlass and her little buckler, and she's descended from one of the few non-pug royal families, and the cutlass belonged to her great whatever grandsire, who was a admiral in the royal navy of Pugmire, Admiral Charles Wagger.
Awesome. Alrighty, Q.
Hi, everybody. I'm playing Norval. He is a hunter of the noble Great Dane lineage. Tall, lanky, likes to hang out in the woods. He spends most of his time outside and outside the city, patrolling and protecting the city from the monsters out there, from the unseen. A lot of it is just to get away from his family and the rest of the nobility because he doesn't really get on with them. Finds it hard to take them seriously. And his family's always like, oh, why do you got to go out there when, you can protect, we just be in the city guard. No, I have to go and get away from you people. It's the subtext. But he spends a lot of time ranging, and a little bit more every year.
All righty. Hey, Matt.
I am playing Rusty Corto, a Weimaraner, basically reads a lot. He's very much into books and not very much into people, or dogs in this case. Yeah. He's got a good brain on his head, and knows a lot about, a little bit about a lot of things. Let's leave it at that.
Does he read books and know things? So.
Yes, but he doesn't drink, except water.
To paraphrase?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, and last we have Gwen.
Hey, I'm playing Ruby Jax. They are a corgi of the stray variety. She's pretty much like the other two. She's a bit of a loner, a bit of a wild child. So we'll see how this works out.
All right. We are starting off in a town called Houndton. And the way the world works with Realms of Pugmire is, again, it is a world where certain animals have become uplifted. I mean, they are now walking on two legs. They have more like fingers on their paws to manipulate things. There are still dogs, there are still cats, but they're considered not uplifted. But what has happened in this world is human beings have disappeared at some point. We are not sure where they went, when they left, but dogs hold a certain reverence for humans, and that is why you're going to see certain things referred to as, say, the Church of Man. That they follow this civilization that's been left behind to them. Our characters are what are called pioneers. They are not quite mercenaries. They're more a group of like-minded individuals who work together to protect the different cities in Pugmire and help keep order, but are also left with adventuring, discovering, exploring things. This particular group has been working together for a while, and they have received a message from a friend of theirs by the name of Molly Setter, that she is asking them to meet her at her home. She typically has worked with the party before. She hasn't really given them a lot of information this time, though. Just that a message was sent to them of great urgency to meet with Molly at her home. So we will start with the characters have arrived at Molly's home. She has a servant who brings them into Molly's office. Molly's office is a small dark room with a wooden floor, a single set of shelves, and a rug almost entirely covered by a desk. A painting of Molly's old pioneers unit hangs above the fireplace. The desk itself is tidy with a pile of papers and a broken masterwork on the left-hand side. Molly has assembled an eclectic assortment of chairs for you to use and stands with her back to you, clearly lost in thought while staring at the portrait. Molly is of the Pugmire family, so she is rather on the small side. But is not gives off a small dog attitude. You know, a lot of small dogs really seem like they want to fight. They got to prove themselves. Molly is not typically like that. She is more of a thinker, maybe a strategizer, and is not given to panic very easily. If she wants to see you, something important is up. So what we're going to do is, you guys have walked in, and then what I want to do is then hear from everyone, kind of what you would do.
Well, I, for one, am pretty much standing at attention. I have my quarterstaff at my side, and it is nervously tapping up and down as I'm waiting for her to say something.
Okay.
I'm looking around for the plate of scones that she usually has out for us, but looks like this time she's been too distracted.
You know what? That is a good idea. Let's actually have you make a roll to see if maybe you can sniff out said scones. So
what am I rolling on?
Let's take a look here. Let's see. What would be probably let's go with cunning.
The new things. We'll go with cunning. All right.
Let's roll cunning. Yeah.
You get a +1 on that, so I got a 4.
You got a 4. No. Somebody's feet probably stink. They smell like might have stepped in something on the way over.
That's me. Sorry.
but no, there are sadly there are no scones.
Shouldn't always have scones.
No, not always, but often.
I think Lily would be like all excited to see Molly and like, hey Molly, what's up? Like, and she's just like super excited. She's trying to be still, but it's hard because she's very excited. She really looks up to Molly, and
Here we go.
Like you know, waiting for Molly to turn around and like, yeah. What's our mission this time?
Rusty would probably be looking around to see if there's anything to read, or if there's any books nearby, like to see what she might be reading, or what maybe like if there's a favorite, like clearly a favorite author among her books that might be present. Just kind of seeing what she's got available as like her in this personal space, as it were.
Make a cunning roll, please.
All right. No, what am I rolling? I see +1 on cunning. Am I rolling like a D6, a D20?
Oh, D20. Yeah, I'm sorry.
D20. Okay.
Yeah. This could be a D20.
And are we in? Where are we? Are we
You
doing
are in
dice rolls somewhere?
Oh no, just roll them yourself.
Oh well, no.
Good old physical dice.
Dice tools for that.
Oh, sorry.
Give me a second. What?
Oh no.
Google. Tell Google to roll.
Give me a second here.
I have an app on my phone I use. So.
Yeah. Well, I usually just do it on my computer.
Gotcha.
I have the Avre disc. What the hell is it? The D&D dice roller.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So it was 16 + 1, 17.
Okay. You notice on her desk, you see a book about the various families of Pugmire, a kind of an annotated history of the royal families. You also notice a smaller book that is about the ruling families of Houndton, which is the city you are in.
Okay.
You were vaguely familiar with the families,
Right.
so.
I do have a history thing. One of my skills is the knowledge of history and culture. So
Okay.
that fits. So he's familiar with. Oh, okay. She's reading a book I recognize.
Okay.
I should check my skills.
Oh,
I notice as a skill.
Molly turns around. Molly only has one eye, but again, nothing seems to kind of permanently get her down. She kind of gives kind of a big grin. She says, "Oh, thank goodness! I'm glad you got here in time."
You want me to make some tea, Lily? I mean, Lily, I can make some tea.
Sure, yeah. You know where the kitchen is?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a time limit.
For some scones.
She says, "Well, yeah, unfortunately, something's come up, and we're gonna need to act quickly." She's probably gonna wait though for the tea to come back.
So I'll come back and I'll be balancing like a tray with the tea, and then I like, let's say I dug up some, I found some like few day old biscuits, whatever, and I have them on my buckler, like my buckler's a tray, and I'm like.
The servant was like, "I could have handled that, madam."
Yeah, not with her around.
It's okay, Jeeves. You can take the day off every now and then.
Molly just kind of waves a paw and just says, "It's okay. It's better to keep her busy." She says, "Well, what I need to talk to you about is this is not common knowledge, and discretion is key. So I'm going to ask that you, whatever we discussed today, please do not share this outside of this office. The Lady Mayor wants an outside body to check into some security concerns that we have. The Transylvanian-Hounds, which is one of the families, has lost their relic. And she will pass over a letter. Whoever wants
If nobody's going to grab it, I'll take it.
I'll grab it. I'll grab it.
Notes.
Okay.
I'll pick up some crumbs. I got a biscuit like half stuck in my mouth.
Okay. The letter is from a friend of hers named Lachlan. And since you've been in her office before, you will recognize that the portrait above the fireplace, there's two dogs in it. One of them is Lachlan, and the other is Larissa Spitz. The gist of the letter is that 3 days ago, Lachlan's estate manager was returning the accounts book to the family safe and discovered the empty display case the relic resides in. A relic is really what establishes a family's claim to being one of the lead families in the in society. Relics are things that are left over from man. So these are almost like holy items. They believe that that a rival family perhaps has stolen the relic to publicly discredit them. There is a ball coming up in 7 days. These are royal affairs. I shouldn't say royal, prestigious affairs, where basically all the families kind of trot out everybody, and kind of vie for political gain, and that the family could potentially lose their stake in society if someone finds out that they lost their relic.
Oh, that's gotta suck. I hand the letter over to Rusty. Here, this is your thing.
I will begin to read it.
Well, I was planning to be busy that night, but for you, Molly, I'll check into it.
Well,
we're not actually going to the ball, right?
And
No.
Molly is well, it's not out of the question, but it would be up to the families if they wanted to invite you to the ball.
I mean, I can get you an invite.
No.
You can buy +1.
No, I think what she's asking us to do is to find this missing relic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. So we need to find the relic before the ball. Is that what we're saying?
Yes. Yeah. What they want is they want you to find the relic before the ball.
What does the relic look like?
Molly is kind of. Well, that's the challenge. They kind of haven't told me everything about it. Again, they're being
When was the last time they saw it?
Probably the last time they were in the safe.
That was a few days ago, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Lachlan had hired Larissa as his estate manager, and his financial struggles mean he's unwilling to seek help from within the city. And he's not going to report anything to the town guard because that word will get out to all their rivals. The Lady Mayor, her name is Linda Foxhound, has also requested a group of investigators to help to help with some disappearances. Seems like there's, and to Molly, what Molly says is, it seems like there's a lot more going on than just a missing relic. It seems like there's something at work in the city. Again, there have been some dogs have gone missing, so we don't know if this is all connected. But again, they want discretion to start investigating this. And that's why I thought of you.
Well, we can be discreet.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's us. All about discreetness.
And when you say, Tom, when you say dogs have gone missing, you mean people?
People, yes,
non-uplifting ones.
Yeah, I'm sorry, people. There are several families in the city, and each of them essentially has like an estate within the city. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read you their names. They would probably be the first place to start with, would be talking to the other families. But again, you have to be careful to not slip up and say, hey, I heard this. The first ones you would probably meet with would be the Transylvanian-Hounds, that family, because that's who lost their relic. So that would be the first ones to talk to, and obviously the ones you kind of need to start with first. There are also the Afghan Hounds, the Basset Hounds, the Foxhounds, the Greyhounds, and the Wolfhounds. You probably will not have time to meet with all of them in 3 days, but you're welcome to meet with whom you want to. Again, it's advised probably start with the Transylvanian-Hounds first, and then go from there. So you guys can start to discuss what you think.
This does not sound like our cup of tea at all.
No, but hunting people,
Helping out
hunting relics is not too different from hunting monsters. I mean, at least they don't move around.
Well, they may be guarded by something monstrous. We'll have to see.
So let's go talk to those Transylvanians and then see if they can, maybe point us to some enemies or people they might think, I don't know.
It's a start. We need more to work with on what the relic looks like and who had motive to take it.
Well, I
Sounds
think
like
in this
everybody.
case, Lilibet is probably our best asset here because, she's a talker. So, what do you think, Lilibet?
Yeah, absolutely. I think we should start with the Transylvania-Hounds and talk with them about, get more information on the relic itself and the circumstances under which, as best we can tell, to see if we can't investigate, where it was taken from. Maybe we could pick up some stats or, but it's so sad. It's very serious business. It could be the disgrace of the whole family.
Oh, sorry. That wasn't supposed to be a joke. Sorry.
All right. So you guys are going to go meet with the Transylvanian-Hounds then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. The rundown city house of the Transylvanian-Hounds rests at the foot of the hill their old estate was built atop. You were shown in again by a servant. Their attire is kind of threadbare. They're not as fancy looking as maybe some of the other families that you've come across. And they take you to a room where you're going to meet up with Larissa Spitz. Let me give you a description of her. Un momento, por favor. They don't really give a description of her. Wonderful. Okay.
Like a
Well,
fit.
yeah, exactly. Okay. The room Larissa spits shows you into a shared office space. One side is dominated by a wide wooden desk that sits in front of a neatly organized geological display. The other contains a battered, scarred desk and shelves. Both are covered in piles of paperwork, folders, and hand-bound books. A love seat, the stuffing leaking out of the cushions, lies underneath the window set into the far wall. Carolyn Transylvanian-Hound looks up from behind the wide desk and invites you to sit on a series of chairs pushed against the wall. Lachlan arrives moments later, his cane tucked under his arm. So again, picture that Larissa has kind of brought you in, and you're meeting with Carolyn on one side and Lachlan on the other side. Lachlan is the friend of Molly who had sent the letter.
I'll remain standing.
Okay.
I will approach it and try to do the normal sort of formal like greetings of Your Excellencies. I think she would know the right way to ingratiate herself. I think to
Okay.
to them.
I'll slump into a chair and be like, "Hey guys."
Although I don't know, would they or wouldn't they have heard any of the scuttlebutt on Lilibet's family and their sort of similar predicaments?
Well, let's see. Let's see. No.
Okay.
In fact, they rolled a 1. Carolyn rolled a 1. So she's probably looking at you like, who are you again?
Well, I mean, I could give you a long walk through my family tree, but we only have 7 days to the ball, and so we probably shouldn't spend like the next several hours going through all the way back to.
Yeah, she kind of brushes her forehead. She's like, "Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sure it's a wonderful story, but at the moment you can see we've got tons of things going on. We're trying to prepare for the ball. I appreciate your time. I think Lachlan would love to show you around, but he's probably too busy. And he kind of, excuse me. I would be glad to show these pioneers around. I was the one, in fact, who sent the letter asking for their assistance. Now, if you will all take a seat, and I don't know if everyone's sat. I think one of you still deciding to sit. Okay.
Yeah, I sat. Yeah.
Yep.
We have lost our relic. We believe it's stolen. Our relic is the ball of heat. And we are quite troubled that someone would break into our estate and take this from us.
Were there signs of a break-in?
I will show you what you can see. And he is going to take you over to. Let me find it. It's going to take you over to a window that is that leads into the room. You can make anybody who wants to look. Does anyone have notice or search?
Got notice.
I have search.
I do.
Okay.
But I mean, a 1 experience bonus. It's not going to make that much difference.
Okay. You can use notice or search, and again, just go ahead and roll a d20. So.
Roll a 1. Hey, we get some torch.
Okay, you rolled a 1.
Yeah.
I rolled a 2.
What trait does search use? Cunning
I
or intelligence?
I think it's let's find out.
Yeah, I don't remember. I just have search.
I'm pretty sure Ruby is not paying attention at all to any of this. She's probably more paying attention to noises and sounds and anything that
Focus.
sounds like intruders.
Let's see.
Trying to find it in the book, but the book
Yeah.
is blinking at me.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't remember which one it is.
Which skill are we looking for?
Search.
Search. Yeah.
It's cunning.
I'll gladly roll the dice, but I don't know what I'm rolling
Generally
for.
cunning.
Is it cunning?
Hmm.
It's cunning? Okay,
Okay.
let's go with that then. Okay.
All right. I got a +1 on cunning, so
Okay.
let me switch over to my die roller here. Add 1. And we have a 15.
Okay. Looking around the window, you just kind of peering forward, and you find a tuft of short white fur caught on the glass.
Okay. I'm going to point this out to our patron, if you will.
Mhm.
I think I found something. Come, take a look.
No, don't
And he'll
come
point
over
out
and-
the tuft of fur.
I say, I had not seen that. And he says, what type of fur would you suppose that is?
I don't know. Let me see if I can examine it a little more more carefully,
Okay.
in depth. Do I have? No, I don't. Okay. Where? I guess this might be a skill on. Oh, maybe nature. I don't have nature.
I have no
Uh,
nature.
Okay. If you
I have
want to...
Arcana, history, and culture. I don't know any of those would apply
Nah.
here.
No.
Yeah. Does anybody have knowledge of nature?
Ruby.
Yep, that'd be me.
Okay.
All right. I will
I'm not paying
point it
attention
out
right
to
now.
her. Take a look at that.
Okay.
What? Okay.
Perhaps
Okay.
this can be. Perhaps you can identify this tuft.
It's fur. I rolled an 8.
I say, we could tell it was fur.
Yes.
But do we
Well,
know what type of fur?
What color is it at least?
White.
White.
It is white.
So you said.
Ah, there
I
it is.
mean-
Cunning is search. Okay, found it. Yay, found the skill
My
section.
fur is a little thicker, so it's not my fur.
Anybody
Mhm.
else who wants to take a look for clues? We've
Well-
had one.
Yeah, I rolled
Are
a 1.
Are we in the room where the relic was?
Yes, because they kept it in a safe.
Okay. So what I want to do here is I have a spell I want to try to run through.
Okay.
It is called Sniff Magic.
Okay.
I want to see if there was any magic used here recently.
Okay.
And I'm going to go to where the spell is.
And just so you know, Tom, I think while they're off doing this,
Mhm.
since I don't really have any investigative abilities, I actually want to stay behind
Mhm.
and use my social trick by puppy dog eyes, and basically just try to butter up the Carolyn and Lady Carolyn or whatever, and
Okay.
see if I can't get some dirt on
Okay.
the phone. But yeah, so
Okay.
we'll go back to that. Yep.
Okay.
But I'm not with them.
Okay. All
And
right.
I'll flip outside and check the exterior of the window, see if there's any tracks or anything associated with.
Oh, that's good.
Okay.
I will check the interior here for if any magic was used. Perhaps not, but it's at least worth ruling out. That
Okay.
way we can limit those who don't practice any magic to our suspect pool, as it were.
Okay.
So looking at the spell, it says, for the duration, up to 10 minutes, you can smell the presence of magic, the unseen, and characters under unseen influence within 30 feet of you. If you sense magic in this way, you can use your action to detect a faint odor around any specific invisible character or object in the area that bears magic. The spell cannot be used if you're asnosmic, which I'm not. I have no idea what that is.
God bless you. So,
Yes, nice. So I will do my magic voodoo and see if I can sense any magic that was used in the room, or if there is any magic in the room.
Do you have to spend fortune to do that, or is that free?
It's a spell, I think, so I just have to use a spell point, which I have 2 spell points. I'm not sure if this is a cantrip, artisan basic, so I don't even know if I have to use a spell point. I think it's like a.
I think it is
level.
like a cantrip, as far as I
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, elemental
Again, I might be
rays.
running this wrong. We're having fun.
Yeah, yeah. Elemental ray, sniff magic, and magic paw. I have as basic abilities, and then manipulate, gravity, and disguise self are the extended or basic, like higher level magnitude 1 spells.
Okay.
So yeah, I guess I just have to sniff out. It's a cantrip. I don't need to do anything but smell.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
Let's see if I smell anything.
You sniff around. You are kind of checking the whole room.
Mhm.
You do not detect any magic.
Okay.
But whoever was in here was very, I don't want to say careful, because they did leave some fur behind.
Okay.
Experienced, I guess.
Right.
It
We're not
doesn't
dealing
seem
with a neophyte.
right, but you don't detect like magic, like there wasn't like a spell
Right.
used. So
Well, but that's good. Like I said, it then tells us whoever came in here did so through skill and not they used no magic. So we can rule out a lot of possible suspects as far as like, oh well, if it's so and so, they're known practitioner of magical spells. Yeah, he probably didn't do it unless he's got really good at something else as well.
okay.
So we're talking professional thief.
Yeah, I think
It's been
so.
a few days. Would that affect how long magic lingers?
Stronger spells last longer typically. I don't know about this game.
Okay, Norville. While you're outside, could you give me a spot? Was it
Notice.
notice or search roll, please?
Yep. 11.
11. You think you see what looks like a paw print on the outside of the window, like on the ledge.
Okay.
But it's curiously twisted. Is about the only way I can describe it. Yeah, like it came from an ill-fitting shoe. But it's a small paw print.
Okay. But just shoe print or a paw print?
At an 11, you're not quite sure. You're like, it was either shoe or a paw, but you're kind of
Okay.
like, is it one or the other?
Okay.
So,
But a print.
Yep.
And you wouldn't normally have one there.
and
Anything leading away from the window, or is that it?
the other thing you notice is that this particular window was fairly low. Like it would have been like the lowest window in the room. But you do not notice any tracks. But it seems like this window was chosen specifically because it was low.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll head back in and report to the rest of the crew.
Okay. Going back, then I think it was Ruby was.
I was standing by Rusty, trying to be helpful, but really just watching out for danger.
Okay. So it was Lilibet was was then trying to.
Yeah.
was
So I
talking-
have a social trick called Puppy Dog Eyes, where I
Okay.
get a boon on presence checks involving making friends or being polite. So I
Okay.
want to just like butter up Lady Carolyn and try to get more details on the relic, but
Okay.
I'm also fishing for
Suspects.
some gossip, like who they might have beef with, or like what
Okay.
families they might be, there might be a history of like tension or any of that kind of stuff.
Gotcha. Yeah, go ahead. I think you need to roll that trick.
Yeah.
Okay.
think it just means I get a boon. I think that just basically means I get advantage, right?
Exactly. Yeah. You get advantage. Yeah.
Okay, so then that's a 15 plus my presence is a 4, so 19.
Okay. Okay, so you got a 19, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. They're both sweating this. You can see that they are really upset about this. As much as Lachlan seems like he's kind of an older person who's generally in charge of trying to keep a control of things. They're both pretty nervous about this. As you're chatting with them, you're not really finding out if one specific family would be kind of out to get them. But what we're going to do is we're going to wait then for excuse me. Norville's going to come back in kind of while you're talking, and then kind of give his report.
Oh yeah, I found a print on the window to the room. Where you keep the relic. Like a print, maybe a shoe print. Obviously not the sort of place someone would be walking. It's very faint. Did it rain here recently, or the last day or two since the robbery?
Yeah, we'll say that it was rain like 2 days ago.
Okay, yeah. So I didn't find any tracks or anything leading away from the window, but somebody obviously crawled in. I mean, unless you guys are in the habit of standing on windowsills.
and then they kind of look at each other and they say, "No." And Lachlan gets up and he comes over and he's like, well, "This is the window." He's like, "Rather short window to come in through."
Oh yeah, it's easier that way.
I guess like if you're a small dog.
And Lachlan kind of goes, "Precisely, a small dog."
You've got somebody in mind?
And Carolyn just kind of offhand says, "Well, I mean, small dogs, basset hounds, the foxhounds. I mean, they're smaller breeds. I mean, but." And then
I'm a smaller breed.
Yeah. She throws out basset hound or foxhound. Says, "But what would they have to gain by taking our relic? I mean, we've always been on good terms with the other families. Perhaps we're not as rich as the others. Give me. Did somebody have history?
I have history.
I have history too.
Okay. Anybody who has history, give me a roll on that, please.
11.
Ooh, 19, 20, 21.
Okay, that's the winner. You know that the Transylvanian-Hounds, as a family, have over the years have kind of fallen in social standings. I mean, the house you're in is fairly run down compared to some of the other estates, and it seems plausible that someone could be looking to just take this family out altogether. Again, they're kind of one of the lower rungs, but others could have their means to do so.
And did I get, in talking to them, did I get any more details on the ball of heat?
Let's see. That's probably going to require... let's go with an analytic roll.
Hey, Norville, could you take me out to the print so I can, take a look at it? Maybe I can tell what kind of dog it was.
Okay.
4.
We have a piece of the fur. We could probably put that in, put that somewhere, like put it in some paper, fold it up, and keep it.
Yeah.
we might be able to do something with that later.
Okay. Yeah. Carolyn has like a piece of paper she'll give you that you can just
Okay.
basically take
I
the
want
fur.
to
And, okay.
fold it up and put it in my pouch to have it with me, so we can kind of maybe match it against suspects.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. If you want to go back out and take a look at the paw.
Yeah,
shoe print.
I'll go out and take a look.
Okay. Then anybody's making a notice or a search roll at this, you can.
Okay, I will try.
I assume I don't get to because I already found it once.
Nope. Looks the same to you.
All right,
Yeah.
that's it. Let me do a survive or a no nature, so I can see if I can determine what type of dog this is.
Okay.
Dog print.
Okay.
I got a 14 on looking at the paw print.
Okay.
Anything unusual?
Yeah, I got a 5. I am not rolling well at
No.
all today. I'm changing dice.
A 14. You're looking at it's looking more like a shoe than
Okay. Than an actual paw print.
Yeah.
That's why I
Okay.
couldn't figure out, because
Right.
it's a shoe print.
Yeah, because you're able to detect, like, obviously the smooth surface of the sole or whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, so it's definitely more a shoe than a paw print.
Okay. All right. So somebody with white fur, or at least a white spot on their fur,
Mhm.
and who is wearing shoes, which I guess all of us are.
I am not.
Oh, okay. But do you have any white fur? Are you missing any white fur?
Well, that rules me out because I don't wear shoes.
Yeah, I was kidding.
Okay. Because, yes, I do have white fur.
Okay. But the rest of us are, I don't know.
In the running.
I am
Yeah.
small. I
Well,
am small. I have white fur, and I wear shoes. But still, I resent the implication.
No, I mean, we are not suspects of ourselves.
Yeah.
Rusty is mostly in like, he looks like a Weimaraner. He's pretty much all slate gray. So
Yeah, Lily
Alright.
is like white, part white. She's a Blenheim, so she's part white and then part the like rusty red brown color.
gotcha.
Well, now when you say that it's plausible somebody may be trying to just sort of like in like their royal status, like to kind of take them off the board as like a royal like.
Yeah.
Is there to what gain if they're already kind of like low status? It
Well,
seems
it
like
moves them
they-
from
Way lower
the
than
board
them.
completely. That makes sense. One less family competing for resources.
Hmm.
Right. I mean, think of all the things that happened when your family, fell on hard times.
My family is just fine.
I mean, now. But it was pretty shook up when your relic went missing. Sorry. Nobody's listening.
Come
Ruby
on,
Red.
Norval, have some discretion.
All right. But still, I mean, think about it.
That was told to you in confidence. Over some biscuits.
Biscuits. Yep. Biscuits and a long conversation.
I'm gonna fix it anyway. This
Well,
is
we
like
can-
practice.
yeah, maybe-
We'll find this relic, and that'll be like practicing to find my
But
family.
there you go. And maybe they have both of them.
Ooh,
Yeah, maybe this is just start of a crime ring. Who knows?
ooh, maybe
I
somebody's just
suspect
out to take all the relics.
that
That's what I do.
Lord Lachlan and Lady Carolyn were targeted. Probably in a move to remove them from the playing board, as it were, among the royals. One less family to compete against.
I wouldn't put it past them.
Yeah, but all
Yeah.
rules like that.
Well, we don't have many clues right now. Do we know what the ball of heat really looks like? Was anybody able to determine that?
I was
We may have
trying,
to
but
look
I rolled a 4.
Perhaps there's something like we can go to visit a library, and I can look up more information on this.
Or we can just go
That's
be a little
one
bit more
option.
direct.
I mean, is it a ball? Do we know at least that it is a ball?
Look, Lachlan, buddy, you want us to find this ball, right?
Yes.
We need some more information. What's it look like? Why is it the ball of heat? Does it get warm when you lick it?
Is it magical? Does it make you go into
That's
heat?
what we're looking for.
Disturbing.
A fertility item?
He almost looks offended. He says, "Good madam, it does not cause a dog to go into heat."
Does it keep you from going into heat? Prophylactic?
And
Yeah,
he clears his throat. The
Not
ball
a
of
flight
heat.
conversation.
The ball of heat, the sacred relic of the Transylvanian-Hounds family, is an artifact from man. We believe its uses were perhaps dangerous. We have treated it with reverence and care, and not tinkered with it.
So it has been in your possession for a long time, or at least your
Yes.
family's possession for a long time.
Yeah. And kept in this safe. So.
Kept in the safe.
You don't know what
Have
it
you
does.
had-
What does it look like?
How did I get into the thing?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
don't have any like drawings of it, maybe, or you know,
Perhaps
somebody
some
holding
relatives
it up,
who
going,
used
"Ooh,
it.
look what I got."
Perhaps a tale of some relative who commended it to within the safe.
He's like, we do not take it out of the safe.
But I mean, how do we distinguish it from any other ball? There are a lot of balls in the world.
Well, and he will take one of the books off the desk, and you had seen that was one of the books was about the no, actually it was at Molly's. Never mind.
He has a copy.
He has a copy. We'll keep it simple.
Yeah.
He flips through and opens up the ball, or the ball of heat is not as much round as it's more egg shaped. There are tiny squares cut into it, and it is there's a picture in the book. Basically, looks like an egg, has a little handle on the top, and little like squares around it.
Okay. So now we have an idea of what we're looking for.
Mhm.
That's good.
Doesn't look like a
It
ball.
was kept in a safe.
Right.
Yep.
It's
I
It was
can
important
tell
to
the
lore.
players what it is, but the characters will not know.
Yeah,
No, I don't tell
Yeah,
us.
I'd rather not.
We'll figure it out.
I'd rather figure that out.
Sure, yeah.
So, maybe like, who has the best nose here? Maybe we like sniff the fur and then try to follow a trail or something.
I
That's
always
probably
thought
our
not
next best bet.
particularly,
Okay.
long and
Who's a good tracker among us?
attractive. But
I have survive. I have. New
I think
nature.
between Ruby and I,
Yeah.
What?
you got better cunning?
Ooh, cunning. I got a +1.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, so Ruby and I are the trackers. We're the
Okay.
outside people, I guess, but sounds like we're not particularly
Real fast.
focused. I think it's based on cunning. survive.
Let's see. Yeah, I thought there was like a specific trick or something for
Trying
tracking.
to find.
Oh, there might be.
That's
I
Yeah.
not happened.
That's what I was
Yeah.
gonna say. Is I would think Norville might have something.
No.
Yeah.
I have good breeding. I have puppy dog eyes, and I have inspiring words. Which is
Yeah, I took archery from my hunter trick.
Okay.
I'm a runner.
You're a runner. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're fast.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to see what, looking at the tricks, I don't think they have a tracking
Yeah, I don't see one.
ability.
I think there is. It's just you may not have taken it because I'm almost positive there is one. But let's take a look here.
Survive is the ability to follow tracks, hunt game, identify signs that enemies live nearby, yada yada. So there's a
Cool.
tracking is sort of covered by the survive ability.
Okay.
I'm trying to see if it has what.
You're a hunter? Is that what your character class, your thing is, Marvel? You're a hunter?
Yeah, I'm a hunter. Their tricks are archery, beastmaster,
Archery.
natural explorer, and quick draw.
Background tricks.
Yeah.
So, no, yeah, it would be. I mean, basically, natural explorer would give you a bonus to your survival check.
Go ahead and Norville, why don't you just go ahead and smell the fur?
Okay, smell the fur.
Sounds like a Spinal Tap album. So.
All right.
I think I'll smell the glove. So.
Cunning
Yeah.
and notice.
Yeah. You don't have survive, do you?
I do have survive. Yeah.
You survive.
Okay, so then that's a dirty 20.
Oh, all right. You notice there's a musty smell to the fur, and you're like, this comes from like a dirty place, like whoever left this behind.
They are unclean.
Yeah.
Oh no, we're going to the sewers. Oh.
Yeah, like normal dirt or.
Oh no, I don't think I can go into the sewer.
You'd have to see if maybe now that you've kind of caught that scent,
Yeah.
maybe go outside again and see.
Yeah. Outside, see if we can.
And do another survive roll out there.
All y'all sniff around, see if you can pick up a sort of musty smell. If you find something, let me know.
Yeah, I'll come out there with you, Norval.
Okay.
All right. Well, actually, we all should.
Yeah. Why
All
don't
give
you?
us give us a chance to try to sniff around and maybe pick up the
Get the fur, like put it in a bowl and cover it, and then sniff it, out, when it's contained like that. See if if that helps.
Yeah,
You said it rained recently, so is it kind of like damp and muddy out?
It is, but now that he kind of knows what he's looking for.
Yeah, that might give him an edge.
Yeah. I would give you an advantage on that roll, or
Nice.
boon, I guess it is in this game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Whoop.
Lily is standing in the driest spot she can find, and she's just alternately picking up one paw and then
Right.
heading down another.
Thanks for the boon. I got a 19 instead of
Okay.
a.
All right.
So Ruby is so upset that she is actually roaming around in a city that all of my rolls are crap. I rolled a 2.
Oh
Yeah.
God.
Are we actually in the? Yeah, we're in the
No.
town. Yeah.
Yeah. Of
I do not like
Houndton.
it at all. I'm very upset.
All right.
I'll occasionally just kind of pet you.
Yeah.
It's okay.
You okay, how about everybody else?
I got a
cunning?
14.
I mean, I can just do a straight cunning roll, but it's not
Okay.
going to be good. I got a 10.
Okay. You got an 18, was that Q?
19.
19. Okay. With that roll, you're like, you know what? Based on your hunting experience, you're like, I know where this smell is coming from. There is a place called the Spoil. It is basically it's a rough shanty town built around and on top of a large spoil heap that is shared by the Hound mines. You're like, yeah, I know where I know where this is coming from.
Did you say built around a spoil heap?
Mm-hmm.
Are we supposed to know what that is?
It's a junkyard.
Throw out there.
It's junkyard, yeah, basically. Yeah.
Okay.
I would have thought garbage dump, but same thing.
Same, basically,
Ooh,
yeah.
both.
Yeah, they call it the
This
spoil.
is why I hate cities.
All right, folks, we're going to the spoil.
Okay.
You might want
Let's
to
hope we don't get too dirty.
put on your second best clothes.
I only got one set.
This is why I wear shoes, Ruby. You might want to think about it.
I can wash my feet.
Basically, points of interest here are the Smelting Pot, a tavern, Spoil Row, a row of partially collapsed but still inhabited miners' houses, the Heap, a collection of poorly constructed buildings that serves as a community center, alehouse, and meeting ground for spoilers. That's what they call people who live here, the spoilers. It is, when you get there, muddy roads. Definitely not the creme de la creme live here, but they're not necessarily bad dogs. They are just more
Misunderstood.
misunderstood, and this is where they feel happy. This is their home. So
These are actually my people.
Yeah, probably.
I can recommend the Smelting Pot. I've been through here a couple of times. They got good beer,
okay.
good snacks.
So there's the Smelting Pot, which is the tavern,
Sorry.
and then the Heap
Great.
was sounded like a place where they just kind of sleep and pile. I don't know.
Okay. So we're gonna go to the Smelting Pot then. Okay.
Yeah, I think we'll start there.
Okay.
This tough to fur.
Mhm.
There was no blood on it or anything, right?
No.
Okay, so it was more like just a small catch. It didn't cause a wound of any kind.
No.
Whoever
It
left
looks like
behind.
it more got when whoever it was came through the window, like it
Mhm.
just got torn off, but there was
Okay.
no blood or anything.
Okay.
Okay.
Yippee!
Okay. So, as you're heading towards the Smelting Pot, let's see. Give me a since dogs have good senses. Everybody, give me a. I hate to keep using cunning all the time. Give me a presence roll, everybody.
Okay. 11.
11. Okay.
Uh,
I don't even know what my presence is.
16.
16.
0. Okay.
Okay.
What my die roll
19.
says.
Yes,
What did you get? 19.
19. I told you these were my people.
Yeah. No, I got a 6.
Okay. 19. That was Ruby, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. As you're walking through the streets, Ruby, you feel something in the ground. Like you sense something is coming.
On guard. Be on
Okay.
guard. Something's moving.
Okay.
Okay.
And that's when you feel a tremor in the ground. And it kind of
We got a big one.
and it kind of ripples through the ground, and some of the houses begin to shake a little bit.
Dun, dun, dun.
Well, I mean, they are shanty houses, so it probably don't take much to shake them.
And some of the houses shift a little bit, and then almost as quickly as it came, it stops.
Where'd that come from? Where'd that come from?
Is that normal for this area of the country?
Oh no.
Give me an intellect roll. See if or history.
Nat 20.
Nat 20.
Well,
You know all.
From what you've heard, it's starting to become normal.
Okay.
That there's starting to be some tremors. the learned among you say that it is the earth settling, that it's nothing to be worried about, but you kind of wonder if that's somebody placating you to say, oh, it's fine, don't worry about that.
I
So-
have the
Bracket.
need to find out where that is originating from.
Okay. You can if you want to. You really want to see if you can find.
Oh
you
yeah,
can really
I'm on
start
I'm on the
sniffing
hunt
the
now.
ground and okay.
Yeah,
All right.
my corgi instincts are popping up. I need to find out what that is.
Okay. Your instincts
Survive.
your instincts start taking you towards Spoil Row.
Ooh.
Again, that's the row of partially collapsed but still inhabited miners' houses.
All right. Is there anybody out and about right now?
Out and about. You do. Let's see. There are a couple people here and there, but most of them have kind of stopped when the tremor started. But then they kind of pick themselves up and kind of continue on with what they were doing.
I go up to the nearest one. You felt that? You felt that, right? Where did it come from? Where is it?
Oh, it's under the ground.
How do I get there? How do I get underground?
Dig a hole.
Yeah, this
There's a hole already dug.
basically like, well, yeah, you would go down.
It's like, has anybody tried to investigate this before?
No, nobody does that.
Y'all do any mining here in the spoil?
Me? No.
Anyway, the spoilers in general.
Yeah, there's some old mines
Ooh,
Maybe.
where are those?
underground.
Where's the
Where's the
entrance?
entrance?
Oh, you mean the hole?
Yes.
He goes,
Can
"Well, you could
I hit
go."
him? Can I hit him now?
No.
He's like, I don't want you to hit me. I was trying to be nice. I don't think I want to talk to you anymore. And they just kind of just step
Oh.
around you, and
Wait, where's the hole?
he's gone.
All right.
Damn
We're
it.
talking about
Let's-
hitting him.
Maybe we should
Yeah.
stay on the bench.
I
Let's
said
go back.
hole.
Let's
When I say hole, I did say hole, right?
let's go back to the bar
Okay.
there and see, maybe they can at least point us in the direction of the hole.
Okay.
Does that sound
All
like a plan?
That sounds like
Well,
a good plan.
That's,
This
is
is
that
why I
where the?
like people.
Do we still have the scent, or did we lose the scent?
When you get down here, it's hard to follow at this point because now everything smells like that.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
We know this guy either was from here or came here.
Yeah.
Probably from here.
Right.
Okay. All right. So you guys want to go to the smelting pot?
Yeah, let's go to the smelting
Yes.
pot.
Okay. You get in. It's kind of a raucous place. You see lots of parties of different breeds of dogs sitting at tables. One looks like they're playing a dice game. They're telling stories and they're throwing dice. Old-fashioned dice, made of bone with little dots drawn on them. There is a cat actually on a stage playing a lute. A sphinx cat playing a lute, and there is one kind of empty table, and then some spots at the bar. but for the most part, everybody seems to be kind of minding their own business. A lot of, like I said, a lot of laughter and a lot of ale drinking going on.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's grab a
They have
table.
friends in low places.
I'll order a pitcher of ale, of squirrel ale, and some
Squirrel ale, of course. It is now canon in this game.
Well,
The bartender and owner, Moira, she will get you a couple pints. Give me a actually. It was Norville was getting the ale, right?
Yeah.
So anybody else, could you give me a notice roll, please?
I got a 4.
Okay.
All right, that'll be 12.
Okay.
and I have a
Let's
14.
clean your shoes.
14. Okay.
14.
With a 12,
A third 14 in a row. This dice roll is doing something squirrely.
it's a squirrel ale. With the 12, you notice at the end of the bar, there is a figure kind of just leaning against the bar. They have kind of a hood over their head. 14, you notice some big paws. This figure has some big paws, big gray and white paws, leaning on the bar. And you notice that when Norville leaves with the mugs, the head turns a little bit to follow, but you just still don't see their face. But they seem to be noticing Norville leaving.
Okay. So they're watching him, but not anybody else. Okay. So I don't want to say anything at this point. I don't want to interact with that guy yet.
Mm-hmm.
We'll wait to see what happens here. But once Norville returns, I want to kind of surreptitiously kind of lean over and be like, the one at the bar there, big, brown and was it brown and white,
Gray and white
paws over there. He kind of took when you went up there, he looked at you.
Oh,
Like
geez,
maybe
I
he was
should go
seeing if
talk
he
to
recognized
him?
him.
Well, I mean, I am rather handsome.
Oh, that aside, but he may have thought you were looking for him or something. I don't know, but he might be a start.
Well, he's watching us. Okay.
Well, he's
I
watching
can go
you.
introduce myself.
Well, hey, somebody should talk to him. I'm not a people dog, so
All right. Do that, or I could try to do something distracting, and you could see what he does. I could leave.
see if he follows you. No, let's Ruby. Let's see if Ruby talks to him. A little bit. Sorry, a little bit. Not Ruby. A little bit.
Make friends.
Yeah. You saw how well I did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
So
that-
who's going over?
She wants to be all up in there. I think
Okay.
she might be the better distraction.
Okay,
Okay.
good, because I want to eat sausages.
And they do have good sausages here. So
Yay.
I'll bring some food and drink over. I'll bring my food and drink over, and I'll sassy over to the seat next to him
Okay.
and hop up and be like, "Hi, my name's Lily."
okay, and the figure turns. You could say they are a husky, with the ice blue eyes, and they got kind of a jagged scar over their eye. This is. What are you doing here?
Would you like some sausages?
He's like, no, thank you.
Wait, did he eat one and then say
No. He kind of like licked his lips. You know how dogs like do that? No, but he's like, no, thank you.
Oh. Well, I am just visiting, and you look like somebody who might know their way around town a bit. And she just looks up at him with those big brown eyes of hers.
Okay.
And yeah, she'll just flash her little puppy dog eyes and
Okay.
try to make friends.
Okay. He says, "What are you doing here, Lily? Besides just making friends."
There's gonna be like a big ball in 7 days, supposedly.
Mhm.
So I'm just here helping out with that, making that happen.
Are you one of the houses, or do you belong to a house?
Well, I mean, I have a very,
No.
I have a very, very wonderful house. I'm just a little bit temporarily estranged from them is all.
Oh.
All right. I want to go up behind Lilybet and put my hand on her shoulders. Like,
Mhm.
have you found the entertainment for the ball yet? Is this the guy to talk to about entertainment? Is that cat for hire?
And this is my friend Ruby. Ruby, this
Oh.
is I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
Matthew.
Matthew. This is my new friend Matthew.
And he holds out this giant freaking paw. This is Ruby.
Yeah, I just kind of bump it like it was supposed to be a fist bump, but not really. And it's like, are you the manager to the minstrel cat?
No, I don't work here.
No. We're kind of wasting our time here. I mean, nobody knows anybody, and the nobles are all upset about something that happened, and it's just twisting my
A little
tail.
bit uptight, aren't they?
Perhaps.
Well, you know, I don't have much of a tail to twist, so you know.
Do you have any idea why they'd be uptight, Matthew? Have you heard any scuttlebutt?
Scuttlebutt. And he kind of leans in. He says, "In regards to what?"
So why are the nobles so anxious, so close to this ball thing?
It's like, my house isn't anxious.
Oh, you belong to a house?
Yeah.
Told me.
Yes. And he's like,
Oh, I'm
"Excuse
sorry.
you?"
No, listen. No, she didn't mean that. We're working on, like, you know, like with the fist bump thing. It's like I'm working with her on her manners, but like, you know, it's coming
We're just
along.
trying to
But
get
I just like put a paw like over Ruby's mouth. You know, she's a work in progress. It's yeah. Well, you know, it just seems to be particularly like the Hound families that seem to be on edge. Not the Huskies. I mean,
He's like, "I belong to the Wolfhound family,
oh,
and I can give
What
you
are
a
you
little.
doing here?
I can give you a little bit. Let's see if I have some information about them for you. Not really. Let's take a look back over here. Wolfhounds. No, nothing I can really tell you.
I mean, you kind of look like you were checking out my friend Norval. Like, I mean, he is pretty cute. Like, is that like a? You want me to introduce you?
Are we matchmakers now?
Yes.
No, I'm just trying to figure out why two small dogs like you would be in a place like this. You're looking for trouble?
No, we just know that the best entertainment are the people who are free from, like, the muckety muck, you know? The people that have really good music, the avant-garde people, they'd be here.
And he's kind of like, He's like, perhaps it was time I moved on.
Well, I mean, let's just say we were looking for trouble. I mean, like, we're just, you know, I'm having, you know, out having a good time, and maybe we were looking for a little, excitement.
You play dice?
Do I play dice?
Yeah.
Games of chance are. I generally find them beneath me. I like things with higher stakes.
Ooh.
Like what?
Are any of you openly carrying weapons?
I have a quarterstaff
Okay.
that I always have with me.
Got my
I
bow.
have a cutlass and a buckler.
Okay. He's like, perhaps you'd be interested in entering a tournament.
A knight
Ooh.
tournament?
There might be plastic involved. Now, plastic is the currency
Yeah.
of the realm. So it's their gold. So he's like, there might be plastic involved.
What's
Plastic. I got plenty of plastic. I mean, I'm more interested in I don't know, got some like artifacts.
a nice relic?
Norville.
Yeah.
Lily said, "I've got lots of plastic, really loud." You don't even need to roll. That you notice a couple of ears went up, like almost like the way a cheese wrapper. That's the way these ears went up, and they're looking over at Lily. When she said she has plenty of plastic.
Mm-hmm. I'll take the sausage knife and slam it into the table to draw everyone's attention, and then just shake my head.
It does a. And you hear Moira, the bartender. Hey, watch that table.
Sorry.
The dog face goes. And
I know I could use some plastic.
Yeah, I mean, I'm more interested in like, I don't know, artifacts.
How artifacts?
Yeah.
And he kind of leans in. He's like, "What do you know?"
You know, sometimes they go missing. And
his ears go up.
And you wind up
For a family that's a little down on their luck, if they could get their hands on a relic, then maybe they would be going up in the world.
And he'll kind of lean forward with that conspiratorial voice. Are you suggesting someone's relic has been misplaced?
No, I'm suggesting that if anybody were to find a relic, then all the lesser houses would be more than willing to pay a pretty piece of plastic to get it.
Said that 3 times fast.
I had a hard time saying it once.
Yeah, exactly.
This is fascinating. And what particular artifact might be missing, shall we say?
Does it really have to be a specific relic? I mean, any relic would do.
They aren't just lying around.
I know, that's why people would pay a pretty piece of plastic for it.
or win a tournament for it.
Yeah, that.
He didn't roll very well. So what are you, or what are your particular skills?
I mean, other than how cute I am.
And that actually gets a small chuckle out of him. So.
I'm rather agile.
Agile.
I do know how to use this.
And he finally does turn around, and now Norville and Rusty can see his face. The others with you? What are they?
Yeah, those are our buddies. The ones, you know, I offered to introduce you to, in case you thought he was cute. Excuse me, but
Rusty is not good with weapons of any kind, so
And he'll look over at Narville and probably see the bow, I would imagine.
Wave a piece of sausage on a knife.
yeah.
Like, come on over.
He'll stand up and he'll wander over to the table, and we'll just say there happens to be an empty seat. He says, "So I understand that these charming ladies are with you, gentlemen."
They are indeed our allies.
Most days.
I ain't no lady.
I
Notice I did
drag
not say you were ladies. I said you were allies.
my bar stool over to the table so that when I sit up on it, I'm just as tall as
At this point, Rusty knows that you are not
Normal.
ladies.
and Matthew says, "Oh, pardon me."
I'm a lady.
And he leans forward. He's like, "So, I hear you might be looking for or hunting for artifacts."
Perhaps.
Yeah.
We've come here to see we've come down here to hear the rumors and scuttlebutt to see what might be worth investigating.
Well, there's always thievery to be had down in the spoil. Jobs for those who are looking for plastic or a leg up.
Or a stool up.
Or any recently?
Yes, has there been any recent developments, perhaps, that you've been made aware of, my friend?
Yeah,
Because we know people willing to pay.
And I'll pull out a plastic piece and I'll just slide it across the table to him, like as if I'm being very, coy.
He says, "I would direct you to the Wolfhounds. They're always looking for talented folks, and they sometimes even run tournaments where
All right.
capable folks can prove themselves."
What's the reward for the tournament?
Probably some plastic. Depends on the level of competition.
Plastic. So.
Yeah, I think we're misunderstanding each other here. We're not looking for plastic, because what we're looking for is something that will raise a family up, so that family will then pay us for the privilege of we find it, we sell it to the family gets like more status.
And we get paid.
Right, yeah. Because we have, as I already established, I have lots of plastic.
She does, we don't.
And he kind of thinks about that for a second. He says, "I don't know if we have any relics at the moment we're looking for. But
Alright, then we need to look somewhere else, guys."
I suppose so.
He stands up and says, "Very well. I guess I'll keep my eyes out for a missing relic then."
Yeah. If we were to join your tournament, who should we talk to?
You would come to the Wolfhounds estate, and you can go there, and then they'll direct you to the head motherfucker in charge. So,
HMFIC.
yep. I haven't used that expression in a while. So.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Thank you there,
if that,
sir. That's great.
that was a bust. Do you know where the mine entrance is?
Well, sure. And he'll stand up. Oh, he's already stood up. Excuse me. And he's.
I never sat down.
Yeah. He says, yeah, you would follow Spoil Row, and there is a look for the house that's almost completely caved in. There's a he's like, there might be a less formal way to get in, because the formal way to get in, well, that's going to be guarded.
Mm-hmm.
So unless you're looking to go in and talk to guards first, but you seem like you're far too clever for that.
No need to waste time doing things like that.
I don't talk to people if I don't have to.
I do.
And
That
he
much we
will
know.
and he will. He's like, all right, I guess I've wasted your time enough, and he'll slap some plastic on the bar and head out.
See you around.
All right, so we have directions to the mine,
Really?
and we know we can go to the Wolfhound's estate to at least begin looking more into this.
So now you're probably in the afternoon of day one, essentially.
Okay.
So you've
So
got 3 days for this.
The other option, besides going down to the mine or going over to the wolf's
Wolfhounds.
house, we could follow that guy.
That's also a possibility. Do we want to see where he goes? I mean,
I
how
don't
good are we at being stealthy?
I'm not confident I can follow him without him noticing us.
I know I'm not.
Right.
That would be
I'm
rude.
not- I'm not very stealthy.
I mean, you got his scent. He's also got your scent. So.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. And if he gets one wind of any one of the four of us, then it's done. He'll lead us on a wild goose chase.
And his paw was very big.
Yeah. He doesn't strike me as
And
the
I
kind
don't
of
think
person
he
who
knows-
is very light on their feet. I
Right.
don't think he's our thief, but he may
No.
be connected to it or them.
But the Wolfhounds weren't, I guess, initially who Lady Carolyn and Lord Lachlan, I guess they thought maybe we should start with the Basset Hounds or the Foxhounds.
Well,
Yeah.
they had said that based on the size of the dogs.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Lachlan had vaguely said, hey, that's a small window or a lower window.
Right.
Maybe someone shorter in stature possibly might have come in this way.
Right. Do the wolfhounds in general have a reputation for
Having fight clubs.
skullduggery? Or is this maybe just an anomaly, this fella?
No, they have they have a kind of reputation as they like to have hunts, tournaments. I hate to use the term of fox hunt, but similar kind of things. Like they really like to show off their prowess as hunters.
Mm.
Yeah, they're much more. I'm guessing they're much more into the thrill of things rather than sneaking in and stealing something. This doesn't seem like that's up their alley.
Right. And the reason why they noticed you, Norvell, is like he's like.
He's a big guy,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mhm. Yep.
I think he might
And-
thought you were cute.
Not everybody's into Norville.
All right.
Well,
Do
so
we want to? Well, let's kind of discuss this for a moment. Do we want to try to track this guy, or are we
Nah, I
looking
think
more?
that's a
Let's
dead
look at the mines, or
I say let's sneak into the mine so we can satisfy Ruby's curiosity on the trimmer.
I'm fine with
'Cause I
that. We
won't
have some
stop
time. We have some
thinking
time.
about it.
Yeah, and there could be information down there. We have to start looking somewhere. I'm not sure the Wolfhounds estate is really, based on what we know of them, that's not really, this isn't their area. I mean, the only reason they could have hired a thief to steal it. That's the only possibility like I'm coming up with. They wouldn't do
Yeah.
it themselves. Unless one of them, got that weird thought in their head that stealing this would be the thrill, but I don't think that's their end goal.
These tournaments get all sorts of people at them, so it could just be a place where we can
mingle and learn things.
and maybe make a new contact. I'm interested in it from that perspective. But
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I figure we've got some time to kill. I don't know that we have time to kill and do both exercises, given that we have 2 days, 2.5 days left. So I think the mine is probably a better option at this point to at least explore there and see what else we might learn. That whatever that was underground kind of shook me, but it's aroused my curiosity too. I'm curious to know what the heck that was.
right, why do we only have 3 days? Did I miss something?
That's
There's
when the ball
a royal
starts.
ball or something.
Yeah.
The
Oh, I
royal
thought it
ball.
was 7 days until the ball.
Well, it's the way it was explained was that, and I think this is kind of something that's not quite right in the story. Sorry, Ryan. It's
Could be a typo.
and again, it might be something I'm messing up. My understanding was at the beginning of the story, the ball was 7 days away. 3 days have passed.
So now we have
Since
3 more
the
days
robbery.
before the ball.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's
We've
really
been told 3 days
three-
after the fact. Like
yeah.
they waited
yeah.
3 days, and we're like, okay, we can't wait anymore. We have to.
Exactly. Yeah.
We
Yeah.
have
It
to
was,
start
it-
getting
they kind of
somebody-
waited, and now they're like desperate. So
Yeah.
yeah.
And that's why
Alright.
we were.
That's the
we
way
got-
I'm interpreting it. So
No, I would interpret it that same
Yeah.
way, because then the morning of the ball, that's day 7. It's the time's over. We have hours maybe to find it.
Yeah.
Right.
So you're
Alright.
on like afternoon of day 1, let's call it.
Mhm.
So,
So we
Yeah.
think the mines are a better.
I think the mines are a better start. At least they're.
Right.
It also solved this mystery of what's going on down there, and we may learn something. I'm slightly leaning there because the Wolfhounds just don't strike me as the type. Why? The only thing I could think of is they would hire somebody, but why would they hire somebody when they could try to do it themselves? And it's just not. It's not in their wheelhouse. I don't see it that way. Given their history of hunting and physical prowess, that's your thief types are not physically powerful in any way. Sure, agility is a measure of some prowess, but it's much more subtle. And the Wolfhounds don't strike me as subtle.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And oops, sorry. Go
What?
ahead.
Yeah, I'm just going to state for the record that I think it's the original house that hired the thief so they could collect insurance or something.
Oh, you mean
Could be. I had
Carolyn
that
and Lachlan hired a thief themselves?
Yeah.
no,
an
Carolyn,
inside
maybe.
job.
Inside job.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's a
just what
possible
I'm
theory.
Yeah.
Why wait through? Well, I guess
Well,
three.
you probably
If
get
they wait the
distracted
3
by that
days, it
theory.
gives
Trying to
us.
decide what to do next.
Yeah, they have to make
Alright.
a show of it.
I think
Well,
we should go for the
so-
mine as well because
Should we wait till dark to go and try to sneak into the mines, though?
No,
oh, bother. It's gonna be
No.
it's
dark.
going to be dark down there regardless. And why waste?
Exactly.
Why waste unnecessary time?
My thinking is, if there's a secret way into the mine,
Yeah.
then there's probably something nefarious going on down there.
Oh, I agree. We should try to find that secret entrance.
And again, I will reiterate, I am not the one to be talking to people, so if I try that again, stop me.
I tried to stop you.
That's Lilybeth's job.
I don't know. I thought you'd be
I
pretty-
know, but it's not normally the type of person that she's used to talking with, so, I felt like I had to step in.
No, you did wonderfully.
did fine. You did fine. You should go to the ball.
No.
And Lily, you
What?
gotta stop telling everybody that you have a lot of plastic really, really loud.
Oh,
Yeah, not a good idea.
why?
because
Well-
people around here don't have a lot of plastic.
Right.
Give them some.
Loud.
People
Yeah,
should
keep
work
it up,
for
you're
it.
gonna be giving them some.
Good
Yeah.
dogs should work for their
Let's
planet.
focus on one problem before we start creating another one for ourselves.
Yes, I agree.
Okay. So how do we find the secret entrance? If it's
Well,
secret.
We
Well-
go down Spoil Row until we find
Yeah.
the almost caved-in house, and then we dig
Right.
around in the basement.
Yeah, we look around down there. That's probably our best bet.
Or better knows stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So you guys are leaving the smelting pot.
And
Okay.
as we leave,
We
I
do
will
want to keep
keep
watch
our
on
eye out
our.
for muggers.
Yeah, I was going to say, keep an eye out for
That's my
those
job.
that might be looking to take care of Lily and us.
Yeah.
Lily's gonna stand very close to Norfolk.
As you're leaving, everybody give me a notice roll then, please.
Come on, roll a 1. Shit, I rolled a 1. Hey, we got more fortune now.
Hey, Ed, don't roll a 1. I rolled a 1.
I got a 20 not nat.
Okay.
Dirty 20.
Okay.
All right, I got a 10.
I didn't roll a 13, but I rolled an 11. So that's got 12.
As you guys are leaving, you do notice at a couple tables, couple people are leaning over, talking to each other, whispering, kind of watching you leave.
I will murder anybody who follows us, and I leave.
You say that out loud?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm tempted to
See,
throw
I
off an
think you're very
elemental
good
ray.
at talking to people, Ruby.
Okay.
I am. I say it exactly like it is. I'm not lying.
I don't doubt that.
One of them, one of the tables, like a terrier stands up, and
Oh, there it is.
and they're kind of tall and thin, and they go, "Don't be talking about murder down here. Don't be threatening people."
Hey, cause and effect, man. Cause and effect.
He kind of just bares his teeth at you.
Here, do you want some sausages?
Right. Getting more sausages?
Give me a
And sausage, Adam?
yeah. Give me a I guess a presence roll. Unless you do you have that the puppy dice, puppy
Yeah.
dog thing, right?
Oh shit! I just threw my dice. Oh shit!
Nat 20 on the floor. Oh no.
No, it was on the table. It just
Floor
got
dice don't
caught
count.
in my sleeve, and then it.
Floor dice do not count. No.
Oh, all right, I'll roll it in the box.
Okay.
Is there such a thing as a help action in this?
All right,
Well,
that's
you're not
a 16.
not really in combat or anything. So, yeah.
That's a 16 then, if we're not going to
16?
count my sleeve 20.
Okay. So you said, and he goes, "Let me see the sausages."
She tends her plate. She didn't finish eating her sausages, so since
right.
Matthew wouldn't take them.
Don't worry, I did.
so it
Yeah.
doesn't matter. Shut
And he's like,
But we can get more.
"Bring them over here."
Norval, bring the sausages over there.
I ate all the sausages.
Okay.
No, bring my
Yeah.
sausages over there.
No, I ate all the sausages.
You ate my sausages?
No, you weren't going to eat them. Couldn't just leave them on the table.
Oh, boy. Bring
You
the
know
money
how
that
to
would
believe.
buy more sausages over to the... I'm not going over there.
Now you're just bribing
Oh,
them. Come on,
I'll
let's
get
go.
Sausages
Yeah.
for the people. Round of sausages for everybody, Moira. Put it on my tab.
And just this cheer goes on. Hey! Couple barks. Okay, and she's like, you want to bring over some plastic?
I'm like,
Okay. All right.
counting
A little
out.
bit?
I got this, Lily.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right. And
I
she's
have
like,
many
all right.
coming.
She goes, okay, sausages on. What was your name again?
Oh, put it for Lily.
For Lily. Sausages on Lily. And they all cheer.
I mean, not on me, literally.
From Lily. From
Just
Lily.
get that.
From
for
Lily.
No, that's a different kind of place. I can take you to one of those if you want it.
And these are all good
Can
dogs.
we go now?
Okay.
We could just leave.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Rusty's like halfway out the door still. Like, are we doing this or not?
I'm not.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying.
I'm sorry.
All right.
Let's snack.
All right. The way to the alley, you have, or excuse me, the way to the name of it again was the
Spoilers Row.
Spoil Row. Yep. To get there, you have to go through an alley. It's a cramped alley with a handful of rotting crates providing shadows that they're kind of like leaning, like some of them are high, and they're like kind of ill stacked. Can I have a wisdom roll out of everyone? 'Cause this
Cunning?
doesn't.
Which-
Yeah, I guess
intellect?
cunning.
Or
No, yeah, let's go with cunning.
Ooh, 20. Dirty 20.
30, 20, okay. 6, okay.
Yeah, I got a 6 too,
Okay.
as well. Also,
Although normal has made Lily nervous now, so she stuffed her
Okay.
money pouch like down underneath
18
her
for
armor.
me.
Yeah.
Yay,
Okay.
a decent roll.
The 18 and the 20, you realize this probably isn't the smartest place to go walking through.
Yeah.
And that is when you see movement in the alley. And that is where we are going to stop for tonight.
Oh no!
Zap.
And we will pick up again next week. So what do you guys
all
think?
our ears are folded back now.
I gotta read the book on these rules again because
Yeah.
I want to make notes for myself. Like, okay, this is this, this is this, this is.
Yeah.
This.
Yeah,
I meant to do that before then, and I thought at work today it was slow, and then I was like, wait, is the game tonight or next week? And I'm like, oh crap! I went back and looked. I'm like, that's tonight. And I don't. Then the truck showed up, and I got busy, and I was like, I completely forgot. I wanted to read the book again.
Yeah, if you hadn't reminded me earlier, I would totally spaced on it.
Okay. Yeah, I gotta do a little more research myself too. So, so what do you guys think so far?
So far, so good.
Yeah.
I
D&D
actually
like,
kind of like
which
our
I'm
characters' dynamics.
Yeah, we haven't really interacted with the mechanics much. So
No.
Yeah, we're getting there.
other than the standard roll d20, add some stuff.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
We can all do that in our sleep.
there'll be something coming up. I'll just put it that way.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Well, we're gonna have I'm suspecting we're going to have some sort of fight very soon.
Yeah, I think the thing that I'm unclear out is once you roll the d20 and
Mhm.
you add your, score,
Mhm.
we have this experience bonus thing. We add that as well, so it's
Yes.
like
If
if
you're
I have a
using
cunning
something
plus
that would
one
bring
and the experience plus one, so it'd be a +2 in total.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's,
Only-
it's,
we-
if you're,
like-
it's like proficiency in D&D. So
Yeah.
it's like
It's
you're
only
only proficient in
have-
something.
like
Yeah.
the skills that
It's
you
just
have, you would add your experience bonus,
Yeah.
but you don't just
So
add
it's just
it.
an extra thing to add in. So
You should
Yeah.
have gotten
You use it
two
all the-
abilities whenever two of your abilities you should be proficient in, or be able to use your, I think, right?
Oh, I don't remember.
I have 4.
yeah.
yeah,
I have 4,
I
but
have
3 of them
4
are knowledge skills. So
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
they're only
Well,
going to come up in certain
Abilities,
circumstances.
not skills.
Yeah, I have 4 skills, and then I have the natural
Oh,
ability
that's
of the spray.
Oh, the experience
You
bonus.
should get
Oh, I,
primary attributes, and
Yeah.
it grants a boon, so you get a boon to those. So you don't add your,
experience bonus. Do you just add the boon?
you just
Yeah,
get a
yeah,
boon.
yeah,
Which I think it's like advantage. You roll with advantage.
Yeah, I think it's like
Oh,
advantage. Okay.
I should have done that on the presence roll,
That makes
but
more sense.
For
Okay.
Lily, it's agility and presence. So I think it's decided by your,
It's decided by, I think, your
calling.
breed.
I think your
Yeah, like-
calling.
I think pointer, or is it the artisan thing that I have? It gets it. One of them two.
I think it was because I'm a guardian. It was agility and presence.
Okay, so that's
I
probably
don't know if
for the fact that I'm a artisan. I get presence and intellect. So, okay.
Oh,
All right.
okay. I
Like I
see.
said, I got to reread
Might-
those rules more on
Might
those
and
dice rolls.
vitality.
What do
Okay.
you have? Might and vitality.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
The old strength and con.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So yeah, so there's like
Let's see.
some things
I'm
you
wrong.
add your experience bonus, and then some things you get advantage on. So it's like yeah,
That makes sense.
yeah.
I took experience. I have plus +4 in intellect and the advantage, so I should be very good at knowing stuff. But when it comes to fighting, not so good.
My +4 is in agility.
I don't have a +4.
I think the only way to get it would be like for me. I put a +2 into presence, and then I got a +2 to presence from my upbringing.
Yeah,
Right.
that's how I did it.
The
I
only
did
way
+2
that's how you get a 4.
from the original setup, and then I got +2 on top of it for being a pointer.
Yeah, I spread mine differently, so
Yeah.
That's
I'm
fine.
generalist.
There's no wrong way to build a character.
Yeah.
Aw.
No.
It's just nice to have a +4 sometimes.
Exactly.
I built him like I traditionally play wizards when I do play D&D.
Yeah.
Tom will attest to that.
Yep.
But in most of my groups, it's because I'm the only one who likes playing wizards. So I was like, all right, let me see if I build the most standard wizard build possible in this game. And I pretty much took all the detect magic, arcane hand, and all the basics, all the very basic stuff. I'm like, nope, this is great. I'm done. I know how to play this type of character. Easy peasy.
I was heading towards druid, but they turned out more to be like a monk. So
Yeah.
No, that's fine. Monks are
Oh,
cool.
Yeah. They haven't really. Well, I mean, this is technically the second edition of the game. So they haven't really expanded the classes as they were. But the good thing is you can play cats, birds, rodents. I mean, so there are options. I mean, this particular one, it's like just stick with dogs. It's just simpler.
It's easier.
Story.
Yeah.
But
I was very tempted to go, I'm going to do a cat because, I can. But then it's like, no, we should be dogs.
Yeah, I would have probably steered you away from it. Just keep it simple. Let's just
not for the first time.
Yeah.
Or even better, a rat.
Yeah.
Well, I stole the name from a neighborhood dog from when I was a child, like 5-6 years old. There's 2 houses up was this family called the Cortos, and they had a dog named Rusty. So I was like, I'll just take that.
All right, that makes sense.
In honor of Rusty. To Rusty.
Hey.
yay!
Squirrel ale.
So,
Squirrel.
Squirrel Ale. Love it. I love that.
Squirrel ale.
This is one of the things I love with gaming. You get these silly little in-jokes that everybody then learns, and it's like, outside of it, you're like, what the hell is he talking about? Squirrel Ale. And everybody else
Squirrel
is laughing.
It's been in Dungeon
Squirrel
World,
ale and
Dragon
bone
Bane.
beer.
Yep. And so now it's in this one. So all right.
Cool.
All right. Well, thanks, guys. We'll pick up again next week.
Okay.
I've scheduled 3 sessions just in case. When we play tested it, we went 3 sessions. But you guys, we'll see. We'll see. My other group was very. We want to talk to all the families. I mean, they were very like, we want to talk to the families. You guys are more, let's just go this way,
Yeah.
So it's, but
then you hit the tremor on us, and it's like, all right, I'm playing the corgi.
and that's absolutely fine.
Face that.
Yep. And that tremor is part of the story. So
We're going to play this like a Doctor Who episode. We're going to walk around until the plot happens to us.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. That works for me.
all right, guys.
All right, I'm gonna go take care of my real dogs.
Yeah,
and,
me too.
All right. Hugs to the
Bye,
girl.
See y'all later.
All
I have to relocate. The wife's going to bed, but
Okay.
I know we're done.
All right. I'm going to
All right.
end the
Good
stream.
night, everybody.
Thanks for watching,
Bye.
and have a great night, everybody. Okay,
Yep.
bye.
Thanks for putting up with us.
Bye.